Live and Rock is brought to you in part by ShifterMagazine.com, your source for entertainment news, reviews, and interviews. Plus, amazing resources and how-tos for the independent artists in you. Check them out at ShifterMagazine.com. It's another episode of
Live and Rock, creative show for creative souls.
Most artists cannot be comfortable stuck in one box. That's right.
And that's what this podcast is about. It's not just filmmaking, but creative pursuits in general.
The creative life, whether it's music, whether it's writing, whether it's painting, illustrating,
photography,
dancing, whatever it is.
Make some noise, rock the world before your time runs out. Let them know what you're about and just make some noise, rock the world. No matter what your game, make sure the whole world remembers your name. Make some noise, rock the world before my time runs out. You know what I'm about, I'ma make some noise, rock the world.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Live and Rock.
Rockin' Live.
Episode 29.
Yes, that doesn't rhyme, so I had to throw that in there for another line.
There
this
it
time.
is. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. We are the creative show for creative souls.
That's right.
Insight to the creative life is what we like to bring.
Word. And who are you, my friend?
I am CDH Live. That stands for Craig Doyle Henry.
Word.
The
And
artist, producer, performer.
Performer. Okay. Anything else? What do you perform? Do you perform magic acts? Do you perform juggling?
I see this is going to be something that I really got to refine and get tight with.
Definitely got to refine. You're for Mr. dot your I's and cross your T's with me, Mr. Structure of the show. Yeah, you got to work on that.
So CDH Live, I am the artist, producer, performer. I rap is my primary means as a performer.
Word.
I write songwriting and poetry. I have a book called My Name is Poetry. My CD, the pre-show is on iTunes.
Word.
And you can find out all about my production skills, writing and producing for other artists at cdhlive.com, where I produce video graphics.
Word.
And
right here on Live and Rock.
Yes,
so that's what this show is about. Giving you guys the insight to the creative life of not only people out there, but us, your hosts, the CDH Live, what he does. So we talk about all that later on in the show, every show.
And you are?
And I am the other half, your co-host, Shell Rock. But more specifically, I am the author known as H.S. Lee, writer of a little book called Operation Dream Girl, another little action adventure book called Space Love Superheroes.
Yes.
And another creative baby of mine that's in the works, the blog by the same name, Space Love Superheroes.
Yes, indeed.
Where I discuss all things space, love, superheroes. Yes.
Cool. So here we are, and it's actually a nice, cool evening. It's been blazing hot for the last little while.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have just a nice, cool summer evening.
Word.
And we're looking forward to some nice things on this episode.
Yep. Speaking of looking forward, let's just get right into it. Talking about the stuff that not only we're looking forward, but what we're feeling in general since the last episode. Yes, we always start the show, for those who are new, just talking about just some lighthearted talk about what's inspiring us in arts and entertainment in general. Those who are out there, the movies, the TV shows, the stage plays, the musicians, the recording artists, you know what it is. But I said a lot in that one breath, so I got to take a breath. So we'll take a quick TV timeout, and then we'll come back on the other side and talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, on Live and Rock.
Rockin' Live.
From days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. A mighty robot, loved by good, feared by evil. As Voltron's legend grew, peace settled across the galaxy. On planet Earth, a galaxy alliance was formed. Together with the good planets of the solar system, they maintained peace throughout the universe. Until a new, horrible menace threatened the galaxy. Voltron was needed once more. This is the story of the super force of space explorers. specially trained and sent by the Alliance to bring back Voltron, Defender of the Universe.
Of the universe. Yeah.
Yeah, Voltron. That's a good one. I was kind of thrown off by the voice.
Oh, because it sounds like what's his name? Optimus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually kind of forgot that it's the same person. What's his name? Peter Cullen, right? That does both
Is that
of them.
his name?
I think that's his name. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That voice is just distinctive, man.
Very distinctive.
True that.
I had to throw that in there as a TV timeout because I like to. Back in the day when we first started the show, obviously I did TV timeouts that were mostly just random retro stuff from our childhood and stuff. But you know, in the 2016, in the last month or a couple months, I've been trying to make the TV timeouts more reflective of what we were going to be talking about.
True.
You know, in this section of the show. But today, I didn't really have any clips from, you know, what I'm feeling.
Right.
So I just had to go back to the old school and just throw something retro.
But that's kind of cool because you turned me on to the reboot of Voltron on Netflix.
Yeah. That was the other reason why I said, okay, this will kind of maybe kill two birds with one stone, because I did remember that we talked about that in passing like a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
So you checked out the Voltron, and I put you onto that, but I never got to check out the whole thing. But since we brought it up, what did you think of it overall? Did you finish watching it? Because you watched more than me.
I didn't watch the whole season, but what I did watch, I liked.
So in comparison to the original and the memories that you have, like did it kind of...
In terms of it's weird because I wasn't a huge Voltron fan.
Likewise, myself.
But I do remember watching it, and you know, and I don't remember any negative feelings towards Voltron.
Right. Yeah.
So it was like watching the new one. I was like, it felt right. It felt like I still could connect with the same overall arc of the characters.
Yeah.
And it was just like they did a good job. I was like, okay, this is how you do a remake.
Yeah. I was just about to say that because like a few years back when they did the remake of the Thundercats, I wasn't feeling it. Like it was completely different. It was just like, nah, I was not feeling it.
Yeah, and even speaking of the voice of Optimus Prime, how many Transformers remakes?
Oh yeah.
Just like reboots, my soul out.
Yeah. Don't even talk about the movies because those are the worst.
Yeah,
of them all.
Just don't tell my son that.
For real.
Yeah.
But
so Voltron, I give it a thumbs up for sure. That the reboot is good.
Here you hear it. 2 thumbs up from Live and Rock on that one. But okay, so switching gears to what I actually am feeling.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Ash, do you want to go first or me?
No, I literally just remembered another quote unquote reboot.
Oh yeah,
that I just saw, which is Independence Day.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I did see it.
Okay, you have to tell me what. Yeah, okay, you have to tell me what. Okay.
But what were you gonna say?
Okay. For me, I was gonna say, I'm feeling 2 things. One thing I already mentioned in the last episode is I'm still really feeling mostly is the America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm still feeling it because that's what's giving me my boost. Literally, like every lunch, I'm going back there and I'm still watching it, even if it's only for like 20 minutes. Yeah. And literally every time, like I'm feeling it to the point, like every time I watch it, it gives me that emotional boost. I feel uplifted, and I pretty much almost shed tears every time I watch it.
Wow, is that Simon Cowell doing that for you?
That's the joke about it, because Simon Cowell is not you know how he's usually cast as the designated like mean guy or whatever. He's not doing that this year. It's almost like he's put in his contract that he's not doing that role.
Really?
Yeah, like he's still like honest, and like his feedback is always legit.
Okay.
But 9 times out of 10, he's giving positive feedback.
Really? So he's not giving those cutthroat.
No, he's not. He's not that guy. He's not the Grinch.
Really?
He's not the guy, the evil guy that's just out to cut you down and crush your spirits.
Okay.
In fact, he's doing the opposite. Like he's constantly giving them praise where praise is due.
Okay.
And just, it's a different side of Simon Cowell. And in general, what I've been seeing this year is that it's a lot of a lot of high praise that they're focusing on. They're focusing on showcasing acts that were really moving. You know, like how that whole America's Idol franchise, when it started in the early years, was all about getting ratings from showcasing how terrible people are in auditions.
Right.
It's like this has been the opposite.
Really?
It's been like a lot of showcasing like the most moving, most talented, as they're going along.
You might get me to check out a few more episodes. I checked out the one episode you mentioned on the last, on our last episode.
Oh, you saw it?
With the drone dancing.
Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah.
What did you think of that particular act?
I feel like you kind of oversold it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a cool concept, but I thought, as far as the dancers, I thought they would be doing more.
Oh, okay.
And I was just oh, that doesn't seem like anything extraordinary. Like, if you took the drones away, the dancers were pretty boring to me.
Yeah, the dancers themselves, they weren't dancing anything extravagant. But it's just the fact of how they had to be dancing with the drones and they were kind of coordinating everything together. But yeah, so that's the only thing I've been feeling. On the only other thing I was feeling beside that is bittersweet, which is Nashville season 4.
Oh my God.
And I know I'm way behind the curve on this one.
Yeah.
But Nashville season 4 just came to Netflix like maybe a month ago. So I just started watching it a few weeks back.
Okay.
I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes in, and it's still on point. It's still like I watched 3 episodes and it feels like I watched the whole season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The writing is still crisp. The writing is still everything that we ranted and raved about back in Nashville versus Empire episode 2 or 3 of Live and Rock way back a year ago. It's everything. Like that show is solid. I'm loving it, but it's bittersweet because I know.
What do you know?
That they canceled the show, and I don't understand why or how. Because I'm watching it, and I'm saying this show hasn't missed a beat. The show is still on point.
It is on
fire.
100%.
Yeah,
and I was also feeling that bittersweet feeling when I heard that it was canceled.
Yeah,
and recently I discovered what might be my replacement for Nashville.
Really?
I mentioned it to you offline, actually.
You did?
It's called Roadies.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a Showtime series. It stars Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson, as in Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson's brother.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's got a cast of recognizable faces, but you won't necessarily be able to name all of them.
Okay.
And it's revolving around basically the road crew for a huge stadium tour.
Right.
Luke Wilson plays the tour manager.
Okay.
And, he's got his kind of ambiguous relationship with the production manager who's married to a different tour manager.
So okay.
There's, that female-male tension that they've got, but also just the stories behind the scenes. Okay. And they only have 2 episodes so far.
So it's a scripted show, though. It's not like a reality show. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Because that right away reminds me of Nashville. Like, because Nashville had that aspect, especially in the first season, they had a lot of that aspect of the road show, and
they got one character in the first episode. Her whole character arc is that she's leaving the life of a roadie to go to film school. What? And she has some
right already like that's right up our alley. The inside to the it's all about the creative creative careers and the creative.
Right.
So the show about all of that, I'm all in already. What is it called? Roadies?
Roadies. Yeah,
okay,
I
gotta go check it out. I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
That's wicked. So yeah, that reminds me of something else I'm feeling. But before I wrap up with that, what about the Independence Day? How's that?
Independence Day, I want to say that it maybe got a 6.5 or 7.
Yo, that's high, actually. Compared to everyone else that I'm hearing, that's actually pretty high that you gave it.
I may have been slightly biased because I watched it with my son, and my son loved it.
That? Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Has he seen the first one?
He hasn't.
Really?
Yeah, so that was, to me,
How old is he again now? He's 13, right?
My son's 15.
Right. Okay.
Anyway.
Yo, that's even what? That's weird because literally like everywhere everywhere, like, is just trashing the movie. Like,
hear this though.
Okay.
I thought I wasn't gonna have much that I'm feeling, but anyway.
Okay.
So I watched the movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, maybe I'll give it a 7 to be generous.
Okay.
They didn't have a kind of charismatic presence
like Will Smith, right? Yeah.
And so they didn't really
that
focus on that.
Okay.
But
go ahead, yeah.
after I watched the movie,
go on, yeah.
I discovered a full-length conversation with Jeff Goldblum on the Mark Maron podcast.
Okay.
So that was like an hour, and it was like a long episode, like an hour and 40 minutes. And that episode with Jeff Goldblum, I was like, yeah, this guy, I could vibe with this guy.
Word.
Yeah, he's so Jeff Goldblum. He's just like... You know, he's one of those actors where you know what you're going to get. Yeah. Right? But it's just what you want sometimes.
Yeah.
There is no other.
Yeah.
And when he's offset and he's just talking on the mic, he's still Jeff Goldblum. Yeah.
So he's interesting. Like there was a good long. Like he captivated your interest.
He's captivating. The way he speaks is just like he's constantly like every sentence refers to a play or a movie or a writer and he and if you think about the way it started in 1929, that was where it began. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Like he just he talks the way he talks in all his movies. That's how he talks.
I'm gonna have to download that for my ride home tonight after the show. I'm gonna download and listen to that episode.
Yeah. Also listen to Songwriters podcast interview with Alicia Keys, who's coming out with a new album.
Word.
Yeah, but haven't heard from her in a while.
The podcast is called
Soda Jerkers. I've mentioned it on our show before.
Okay.
Soda Jerkers podcast.
Okay.
They interview songwriters from all over the world.
Okay.
Including multiple Grammy Award winners like Alicia Keys.
Okay. Wicked. I'm going to check that out. Both of them on my way home. For sure. I'm going to recommend something to you, too, before I give my last thing that I'm feeling.
Okay.
The guy who played the lead, he played Will Smith's son in Independence Day.
Yeah.
That guy, the black guy.
Yeah.
Right? He is in a TV show that I forgot, that I binge watched about 2-3 months back.
Okay.
About a basketball player that just gets signed. He just got signed from college to the big leagues, the NBA, right? I cannot remember the name of the show, but I'm just throwing it out there for you. So next episode, I'm going to come back with it.
Okay.
But it's a really dope show. Again, along the same lines of the kind of shows we've been loving. So I'm just teasing it for you, and then next episode, I'm going to come back with the name because I forget right now. But it's the same guy, and it's a really wicked show. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So more than I thought. But along with that, I do want to mention that the biggest thing I've been feeling lately is creating versus consuming.
Yep.
Just getting started on creating new things. And the more things you get started, it seems like, at least in my case, the more things I get started on is the more things I end up completing. And I don't mean just like start 1,000 different things.
Right.
But I mean, the things that you need to get started, just start them.
Okay.
And as you start them, then your momentum carries you through.
Right. That's kind of ironic because we were also talking about the opposite side of that coin the other day offline. Me and you were talking about how I've been kind of struggling with the momentum of actually working on the stuff that we're supposed to be working on.
True.
But we're going to talk about that more during the feature conversation, which is the What's Up with Live and Rock section.
Right.
So I'll leave that for that part. But I'm kind of feeling, the last thing I'm feeling is along the same lines of what you said about creative, about working on stuff. Because you just played for me, showed me the rough copy of the 1-year anniversary video edition of Live and Rock, which is long overdue, but you just showed me what you've been working on, and I'm super feeling it. Like, I'm like, yo, just press it, put it out right now. Like,
wow,
it's not, the intro just had me right from the intro, the first 30 seconds or whatever. Yeah, so I'm feeling that. It's all about live and rock, what we're doing, and I'm loving that, and I can't wait to see that out there.
That's cool. That's the biggest thing on my plate right now, as of today.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it out there that it'll be posted, by the time we shoot our next episode, or by the time we record episode 30, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Now it's on record. So now you're accountable.
Yeah. I actually, one other thing, I was checking out Milo Fleck's YouTube channel.
Okay.
He's got a recent video just talking about food culture in Canada. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really much of a foodie per se.
Yeah.
But I really liked his concept. It was just like a single one-on camera shot.
Yeah.
But it was just talking about, the difference here in Canada versus other places in the world, and how come we're not really known for excellence.
Yeah.
And it resonated with me.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking in a lot of ways about just the art culture overall in Canada.
Yeah.
And the way that he was able to just express, where those differences are, and what he is proud of in Canadian society.
Yeah.
And even though he's not necessarily going to be that master chef that makes Canada pop.
Puts our country on the map. Yeah.
Being able to just express his frustrations and, hopefully push and inspire others who he does already appreciate to keep pushing the envelope.
Yo, that sounds good. I'm going to have to check that out still.
Yeah.
Definitely going to have to check it out. He was talking to me about that, like, just in general before he did it. So I didn't know he actually did the video already. So I'm going to check it out.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
cool.
Milo
Flex, you inspired me.
Well, that's what this show is about, and I guess that's why we have him on the show all the time, because he's part of our circle of creatives that we know, who we not only get inspiration from, but we also seek to inspire, which is what the next section of the show is about.
Yeah.
Right? So we got to get into our suit up section, where we're going to give some tips and tools as usual.
Yes, indeed.
So it's brought to us by
ShifterMagazine.com, your online destination for articles, interviews, how-tos, and everything you need for the independent journey as a creator.
Word. So, without further ado, we're going to get into our suit up section on, what episode is this again?
Episode 29.
Okay. On Live and Rock. Rockin' Live.
Woo!
My ally is the Force. And a powerful ally it is.
Suit up! You suited up. Snow suit up. Flight suit up. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because the second half of that word is dairy. Space suit up.
No, suit up! Suit up!
By the power of Grayskull.
You are live on the other side.
Here we are, ready to suit up. Creators, artists, entrepreneurs. One thing that I've been always struggling with since I started is just keeping track of, all the different projects, all the different clients and potential opportunities on my plate.
Word.
And a few years ago, I discovered that there's something called client relationship management, or customer relationship management. They call it for short CRM.
Okay, I've heard the term. Break it down for me.
So what these tools do is help you to keep all of your details for all of your potential clients and revenue generating leads in one place, so that you know who you have emailed, who you have followed up with a call, what is the potential of this opportunity? How much revenue could you possibly get from it?
Yeah.
And just follow it through to that completion where you've actually delivered the service and received your money.
And that's a general usage, or a general way they all work?
That's a general way they all work.
Okay.
Now, they come in all different shapes, sizes, and prices.
Okay.
And recently, I found a brand new one that has come on the scene called HubSpot. And what I like about HubSpot is that, number one, is they put on their front page, free forever.
What?
which is fantastic because a lot of us who are starting out just don't have the budget for investing in that, structural, behind the scenes kind of software.
Right, yeah.
So with something like HubSpot, you create an account for free online.
Okay.
You download the app for your smartphone or your tablet.
Yeah.
And now every time you get a new sale, you put in their name, email address, and you hit create contact. It's automatically going to create both a company and a contact for the company. Therefore, as they grow and you get new contacts within the same company, they're attached.
Okay.
It gives you productivity dashboards so you can see how many calls you've placed, how many emails you've sent, how many meetings you've had, and how many tasks you've completed, all towards the end goal of closing those revenue generating deals.
Okay. It's right away, a light bulb went off in my head because I've never used any of these before.
Okay.
But one thing that jumps out at me, it sounds like something that I potentially could use, like, for instance, for me, when I do Comic-Cons.
Yes.
And I'm out there to meet people, and when I'm giving them my business card or my card or whatever, and I'm trying to take information from them.
Yes.
I could just plug in their names, like say someone I met who might be in the industry, an artist or whatever.
Right.
I could plug in their name.
Right.
And then it will come up with all these other fields, like the potential revenue I could make if I sell them a product, or what about potential projects to do with them. Like,
exactly.
Can you
so
change?
It's completely customizable.
Okay.
So if you're a writer, maybe your products are copywriting, fiction writing, or bio writing. Let's just say, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So you just put those 3 different services in, and when you meet a new contact, if they're interested in professional help on their bio, you'd put them in as a potential bio project.
Right.
So you know what your price is for that.
Yeah.
And so your next step is you gotta call them or send them an email. To kind of break down what you can offer them.
Okay.
And then it'll automatically create a task for you to follow up in another couple of days.
Okay.
To say, hey, did you see my package? What are your thoughts now? Okay. Do we need to meet?
Yeah.
All right. Then you do your meeting.
Okay.
And so by having this software where you have a dashboard, you can see exactly how productive you are towards generating revenue. How many people have you called? How many people have you sent emails
Can you set up alerts or notifications?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So you can do auto alerts or you can do manual alerts. And again, the big deal here is that you can now track what your productivity is and how much effort is required to close a deal. Because now you see, I typically add 10 new contacts a week. And one of them turns into a meeting. 9 of them turn into nothing. Maybe I need to contact more people. Instead of, or I'm sending on average 10 emails to clients before they actually purchase something. So now you just know it's a longer process. It's not going to happen in a week. It's going to take 30 days or so on. And so having these kinds of tools is absolutely incredible for your growth as an independent creator, entrepreneur. To be able to know where you are and what steps are necessary to get to your next level.
Yeah, I like it. From what you're sounding, it's basically it's helping you to be more professional and less just kind of just leaving it to chance. Because I can tell you from an experience for myself, for example, I've done so many Comic-Cons in the last 2-3 years. And I take every single con is the same. I take all these business cards. I get home, and if I'm honest with myself, 90% of them I never follow up. They just sit there.
True, right?
They just sit there. So this would be cool. I can see how. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check this out.
Absolutely. These also do great things like make sure that when you do get all these contacts after an event, that you have a simple template-based email that you can, schedule an hour the following day or the following week to just send out, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 emails to all these people.
Now you're talking my business. I mean, now you're talking my language. So I can use that even, so let's say I'm not looking for business to sell, but my goal is to get readers, for example, to my blog. So I'm sharing my blog with people at the con,
Right.
get them to sign up on a list, or I more directly just put them in this app.
Yes.
And then I can send batch emails. I'm building my potential readership list and fan base.
You got it 100%. So it's a 100% professional
and it's free 1,000%
to use to grow your business in terms of your converting new contacts and leads into actual paying clients.
Okay.
And if you do need help learning how to use these kinds of tools, that is one of the things CDH Live Productions does offer. But it is simple enough that if you log in and just take the time to explore it, you can start using it very quickly.
Yo, that's a very good suit up. I'm going to use that for sure.
So this one is called HubSpot.com.
HUB?
HUBspot.com. It's a free customer relationship management tool, free forever.
No, there's nothing else you can say about that. That's a magic word, free.
That's it. Let's suit up. And I will give you guys some updates in the next few episodes as I start trying it out. I have a different CRM that I use that is a paid one. But I thought this would be a great tool to share with people because it is free forever. So I'm going to start practicing with it and see see if there's any, little tips and tricks that I might be able to share with you guys down the road.
I'm going to check it out myself for sure. As we get into the next segment of the show, which is talking about where we're at with Live and Rock, where we're going to talk about the actual nitty-gritty of our goals and the day-to-day content creation parts of our lives.
Right.
This I can see I'm definitely be able to check out in the next week or two, and probably on the next episode be able to give some feedback on just how useful or not useful it was, or you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. And just to close this off, what I would recommend when using something like this is to schedule at least 1 to 2 hours per week. Where you're actually doing your follow-up calls and emails. So now you conscientiously think about that.
That's almost a suit up in itself, actually.
Yeah.
That's a creative lifestyle suit up in itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I love that. So speaking of creative lifestyle, let's get into the feature conversation of this episode of Live and Rock, which is the creative lifestyle of me and you specifically.
Yeah.
And bring the listeners up to date and go from there.
Man, rocking and rolling. I'm loving this.
All right, so without further ado, thank you for that excellent suit up section, CDH Live.
Yes.
And without further ado, we're going to go to the other side of the feature conversation on Live and Rock.
Rockin' live.
Word. Yeah, boy.